was referring to last November's, and you're absolutely right. He didn't manage to get a lift in.
But the unusual thing is that the reason he fouled that lift wasn't technique. He wasn't strong enough to stand up with it, and one wonders why he even managed. You know, he's been at 185. This is bad coaching.
Now here's Leonidas, 2.5 kilos below his PB at 185. Good split. Technically,
very good. Yeah, this is definitely his strong lift.
Excellent, and it takes him ahead of Matveyev. He lighter by 300 grams. Matveyev drops to second, Boevski in third place. Yeliashkov only fourth at the moment in the clean and jerk. For both the Bulgarians and Leonidas with 2 lifts to come. Now Selilis, 175, a 10 kilo increase. That's as much as you'd want to take at any one time.
And of course, this bar now at 185, it's only 5 kilos below the European record, so it's getting big.
185 is his personal best. This is going to be mighty tough. Oh. Really good explosion there on the split.
Well, after that disaster in the snatch, really did well there to pull himself back.
Absolutely, he zoomed himself up to 4th place overall with that effort and into silver medal position in the clean and jerk. Delilis, who was 7th at the halfway stage, you can see what the difference one good lift can make. Suddenly you can go from nowhere to being a contender. Still an outsider because he's using up more of his lifts.
So I'm just wondering now what Goulart is actually going to do with this. He didn't seem to have the strength in the legs to stand up on the first attempt. Is he going to find something from somewhere? If he does, I'll be very impressed. No, and I think perhaps realizing how heavy it was the first time.
185 kilograms.
It's just a pity we couldn't have stayed with him just to have seen that warm-up room. It might have given us a clue, but they seem to have miscalculated this badly as far as he's concerned, because he's heading for no total, I'm afraid. Now 27 years of age, so by no means over the hill, but as I said right at the beginning of the competition, the purple patch, the great days, 94, the world title in Istanbul, the European Championship the following year. It's getting a little distant in the memory.
Yes, I don't think we're going to see him again, not today anyway.
I think quite simply we are facing a situation, or at least the Turkish squad are, that at the moment there's no one to take his place, and that's why he's in there representing Turkey, because at the moment he's the best of what they've got at this particular point. But as soon as they can actually bring someone along, one of their juniors, who can rise up there, then his career will move to another phase, possibly coaching. But in a way, I don't know, I'd be surprised to see him at the Olympics. Particularly since he didn't get a total in Atlanta. Yeliashkov, man of iron. Yeliajo in Bulgarian means iron, the Iron Man. But the Iron Man with a little bend in the bar at the moment. No longer the European snatch champion, and under serious pressure from his own teammate.
The clock ticking away at the moment, Dave. There's just 20 seconds left for Goulart to come out, and I'm certain that he's not going to bother.
Boevski. And as I said, this is the man who does get nervous, does get emotional, and he must realise he's on the verge of something here. And even that can play its part when you're so close to being there.
Second attempt for Plamen Jejas for Bulgaria.
So Yeliashkov is going to come out. Goulart has finished his lifting. He's not coming out to fail again. He's called it a day.
Bulgaria preparado.
And the bar going up to 187.5. So 2.5 kilos below the European record, 7.5 below the world record.
Yes, and this, of course, would put him in the lead for the time being.
Would also push the Russian Matveyev off the podium in the clean and jerk.
Yes, and he's adopting that technique where in the first phase, he keeps the hands close, and then as he comes out of the squat, we'll watch, he'll hands wider for the second phase.
Just reducing the distance of travel. Okay, so Yeliashkov in the lead with a total of 3.45, leading the clean and jerk with 187.5. Here's Boevski, 187.5. That's what he's going for. If he does it, Boevski goes ahead of Yeliashkov in the clean and jerk, and of course in the total.
Yes, and puts him under big pressure, because a success at this lift means that Plamen Yeliashkov has got to take a European record to win. Oh, he looks good today, this man.
He really does. And of course, even if Yeliashkov does come out now, Boevski's still got this one lift to come. So it's a question of how you play the cards. Looking for clean and jerk honours. 187.5 on the bar still for him. He really does chuck that very solidly. He's very quick as well, isn't he?
He hasn't made a mistake today.
5 out of 5.
And pushed his teammate into a situation where he has to take 192.5.
Salilis doing better.
Yes, I think this would be a personal best for Salidis, which would be nice, because he didn't do very well on the snatch. So this would be some consolation.
Well, it would be a reward, because he took a big jump in the second lift, 10 kilos up. This is the minimum increase this time, the 2.5 kilos.
Well, I heard...
Come on!
Yes!
Very good, come on! 2-1.
It's a personal best for him. And that's good to see, Dave, because a lot of people, when they do badly in the snatch phase, they lose it completely. But he's got the character to come back and still do a personal best in the clean and jerk.
Well, this is really fascinating now, because Leonidas is coming out for his second lift at 190, and 190 is equal to the European record. He's still got another lift after this, as you see Salilis succeed really well. Here's Leonidas, and remember, after this, Boevski and Yeliashkov have also got another lift. So the man who's arguably in a strong position is Leonidas, providing he can lift this. 190. And he's lighter than Yelyashkov, and he's lighter than Boevski. That was good. His clean is always impressive. And that's really good, and there was a lot of strength there, and I think there might be another 2.5 kilos, you know, David.
Well, that's a new personal best for him.
That is equal to the European record set by Plamen Yelyashkov in the World Championships last November.
Third and last attempt for Plamen Yelyashkov, Bulgaria.
Well, surely Plamen isn't taking 190. If he does take 190, he's conceding the gold medal.
London Marathon, Sunday morning from 9, live on British Eurosport.
If you think you know a bit about European football, British Eurosport's got a question for you. Which club does Christian Burns play for? Bayer Leverkusen, Grasshoppers, or Paris Saint-Germain? Know the answer? Then you could win a fabulous portable DVD player, giving you widescreen entertainment with perfect surround sound. And there are plenty more prizes, video game stations and British Eurosport pens. Call the British Eurosport line now. That's 0891 700 364.
So Leonidas working on him here, the whole of the Greekby.
Boevski, Bulgaria. Tercer y último intento para Boevski, Bulgaria.
Outside the Colosseum, not a pleasant day, much better to be in here. Quite chilly in the hall, actually. Could be warmer. All the lifters would prefer it to be a little warmer. And now a new European record has been posted by Yelyashkov of Bulgaria, going for 192.5, 2.5 kilos below the world record. But remember, Boevski to come, and were he to make it, he would go ahead.
Yes, he's actually been pushed to this. He's had to take more than the European record to go ahead of his teammate.
And of course he knows that as far as the clean and jerk is concerned, he's got Leonidas to deal with as well, who's also lighter. Abaziev, a man who's really turned round Bulgarian lifting since the spring of 1997. Now, there's no doubt, David, if he does this, he will put pressure, a lot of pressure, on Boevski and Leonidas. And he's not world and European champion for nothing. And I've got an uncanny feeling that he's going to do this.
Working well.
Drives up. Come on, come on. He's a great fighter, and he's got 3 whites. And that's a champion fighting for his title.
Yes, I don't think anybody could have asked any more of him.
A new European record by 2.5 kilos. Now, very simple. Leonidas and Boevski, both of them are lighter than Yelyashkov, so they've only got to go to the same level to overtake him. Question is, though, can Boevski, with 192.5, succeed?
Well, here, David, if Boevski succeeds with this, he will be the European champion, and he will have a total record, but he won't take the clean and jerk because Yelyashkov did it first. So this for the overall gold.
Yeliashkov sitting on 350 total, equal to the...
He has to do this for the gold. He's looked good, hasn't made a mistake today. And there it is. Well, David, you said he'd done 200 a couple of weeks ago. There it is. And a new European total record.
Well, in fact, Boevski 352.5, and by my reckoning, that is a new world record as well, because Plamen Yeliashkov 350, and that is a new total world record with this lift. Doesn't get the clean and jerk European record, but he does get the world total. And he's got, more importantly for him, the gold medal.
Now this is a funny situation, because Plamen has got the world record with 192.5. But if this man, Leonardo, succeeds with this lift, although he won't have the world record, he will have the gold medal by virtue of lighter body weight.
I suppose you could for everyone.
Yeah, something for everyone, yeah.
Half a minute to go. And this would underline Leonardis' improvement in this relatively new weight category for him. Too much, and it's not to be. And he finds himself down in the bronze medal position. And the new European champion of 1999 in the men's 69 kilo class is Galabin Boevski of Bulgaria. Too heavy, couldn't do it, and there he is, the new champion. 24 years of age, from Knesha in central Bulgaria.
Yes, and the guy in the background with him, this Kodjabashev, he was a world champion back in the 80s.
And this tells you quite a lot about this man, Boevski, who totaled out with 337.5 in the World Championships last November, and now 352 kilos. That is some improvement in, what, 5 months?
Well, he didn't make a mistake today. He was the man who got all the attempts in.
Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy to catch him, but I tell you what, he's now told everybody what he's about, and they're all going to know what they have to do when they go to Athens in November. There it is, clean and jerk gold medal by virtue of lighter body weight going to Boevski, but in the record books, Yeliashkov will be the new European record holder because he did it first, as you rightly said, and Leonardis close but not quite good enough, and he gets the bronze medal in the clean to go with the bronze medal that he got in the snatch. And Salilis catching up, but left himself a little bit too much to do. And Matveyev from Russia finishing in 5th place. He